just wanna play. I wanna sing my song. I just wanna run and not be gone too long. 'Cause this time is precious still. I wanna keep it close to me. I'm wishing on a star to make more time to see. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. You can always dream. No one's taken that from you. Only you can see it through, just like the way you do. So feed it from your soul and weigh it from both sides. The fulcrum and the tides will give direction that you'll know. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. When you make the time, it's a game of give and take. When the balance is at stake, you need to take a look inside. Look deep into your heart and remember how it feels. It's where the answer lies and tells you what is real. You can always dream. You can't put your life on hold. 'Cause time won't wait for you. You can always see what is here in the now. And then you'll find out how to keep dreaming. Hello, Celebration Center, and welcome. My name is Ingy Schweiger, and today I'm your hostess with the mostess. If you're online, please say hi in the chat so that we can appreciate your virtual presence. For those of you here in the room, please silence your phone, but don't turn it off. Leave it on in case you want to join in the chat online afterwards or whatever. If you're here for the first time, we welcome you and would love to get to know you. If you are in person and feel comfortable standing up and telling us about yourself, please do so. If you don't want to, that's okay too. We'll speak to you after the service. Also, if you're willing, please fill out a guest card over on the table on your left and just kind of put it in the basket when you're done. Ooh, okay. I'm looking. We have a wonderful service planned for you today. So first of all, please join me in a heartfelt thank you to our wonderful AV team. Huh? The technical crew. Ivar and Aiden, hello. Nice to have you here. And of course, our wonderful singer is Lynn. We will hear from her throughout the service. And our platform practitioner today is Irina. She will be joining us online. And our speaker today is Rev Nadine Rogers, who is joining us from British Columbia, Canada. And she will speak to us about power within. Now we have some announcements I think Stephanie wants to make. Come on, Stephanie.
Hello. Okay, let me just find my announcements here. So next Sunday we have a triple treat for you. Cookies and coffee, that's one, even though it sounds like two. The sing-along, that's two. And Miriam is going to be doing mini individual cogno movement sessions. So she's going to be doing 15-minute sessions for $15 each. You can sign up ahead of time, or if there's space, she'll take you at the time. And I just want to make sure, doing the math, you can participate in all of them because it's just 15 minutes for the cogno movement session, and then it's an hour for the cookies and coffee and the sing-along. Okay, you can still join the book group on Wednesdays, 6:30 on Zoom. And you can see the website, newsletter, or talk to Faith or Jen for details. Oh, and I did want to say we have been in contact with Reverend Chris and Reverend Ryan, and they're doing okay, but as last we heard, they still didn't have electricity. And I also talked to Gail Bell yesterday, who used to come here, and is now in Asheville, and she did just get her electricity back after like a week and a half without it, but she still doesn't have water. So that's a big deal, but they've been carting it in, and anyway, she is in good spirits because she feels like people are pulling together and there's like a community, there's a lot of support there. And she went to World Central Kitchen, who is setting up shop there, and she almost met Chef Jose Andre, but he had just left. Thank you.
Thank you, Stephanie. Okay. Or as I said, our practitioner today is Irina. She's joining us online. And what I'm thinking is, yep. Welcome our practitioner today. Do you have a song first before that? Okay, now we introduce Lynn, a wonderful song, before we hear our practitioner.
All right, thank you. I hope you'll sing along with us. We have some lyrics we're going to put up on the screen, and we're going to do a song, Testify to Love by Winona Judd.
All the colors of the rainbow, all the voices of the wind, every dream that reaches out to find where love began. Every word of every story, every star in every sky, every corner of creation lives to testify. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silence when words are not enough. And with every breath I take, I give thanks to all God's love. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. From the mountains to the valleys, from the rivers to the sea, every hand that reaches out, every hand that reaches out to offer peace, every simple act of mercy, every step from where we've come, all the truth in every heart speaks what love has done. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I'll be a witness in the silence when words are not enough. And with every breath I take, I give thanks for all God's love. For as long as I shall live, I will testify to love. I will testify to love. I will testify to love. One more time. I will testify to love.
Good morning. My name is Irina Kurashevich, and I am going to be your platform practitioner for today. I invite us all to read the vision for the Celebration Center. So please take a deep breath and read with me. We are celebrating spirit within and knowing the oneness of humanity. And right now, I invite you to find a comfortable position on your seat. And for today's reading, I chose the words of the founder of our philosophy, Ernest Holmes. And this is from the book Living the Science of Mind. God is personalized to everyone. And the wonderful thing is that each represents God in a unique way. Each individualizes God, and no two individualizations are identical. Thus, the personality of God is not only real to us, but it is uniquely real. And take another deep breath, and maybe soften your gaze or close your eyes if you feel comfortable. And continue to breathe and to relax, feeling the support of the chair, of the floor, and the whole universe that is here to support you. And to celebrate our oneness with the universe, I invite us to take 3 long breaths together. So take a breath in, hold, and breathe out. Breathe in hold, and breathe out. And breathe in, hold, and breathe out. And just stay in this space where your breath took you. Maybe you're still here in the space, maybe in your favorite garden or in your favorite place. And just continue to breathe into that place of serenity, of peace that exists right here within you. And breathe in your heart area, expanding the sense of peace and oneness. And from this oneness, I invite us all to go to prayer. With a gratitude and with joy, I recognize that God is, and God is all there is. Every grain of sand and every planet in the universe and beyond that is all that God is. As there is no God and there is only one power, one presence, one love, one peace, one joy, one beauty, one harmony. Harmony, it's all there is. Peace is all there is. And as I recognize that God is all there is, this energy, that creative energy that creates everything, that is the source of everything and everyone, I recognize that I am, that I exist, and I am a unique individualization of the divine. I'm a perfect expression of that power that is the source of all life, the power that is life. I am one and inseparable from life. And as I know it for myself, I recognize it for everyone, here right now, that everyone is perfect expression of the divine, where God is easily expressing its all qualities through each and everyone here. And I know love, I know peace, harmony, joy, abundance, prosperity, wholeness, perfection are being manifested right here, right now, by the magnificent group of people that is here or online, even the people that I don't know. What I know for the whole humanity, that each of us is a perfect expression of the divine. And each of us has this power to create, the divine power, the life within us, spirit. And it is such a blessing, such a joy to know and accept the divine nature of my being and know this truth, this spiritual truth for everyone. And from that, I know that all the prayer requests are being answered. I know peace. I know peace to the world. I know joy. I know harmony. And I know prosperity and abundance and bliss. Bliss and beauty everywhere. And from this accepting, understanding, and receiving the gifts of God, I come into a state of gratitude, deep, deep, deep gratitude for my faith, for this opportunity to speak the word of spiritual truth for myself and for everyone here. I'm so grateful. I'm so grateful to know that all God qualities belong to me right here, right now. And I am grateful that I have a choice to share them with everyone who I meet, and to send the blessings to the whole world, and to expand my consciousness and shift in the consciousness of the universe. I'm so grateful. And from the gratitude I experience, I don't need to do anything else. I just stay in this abundant gratitude, simply releasing my words into the law, knowing that they're already fulfilled, already done in the perfect mind of God. And I let it be with deep joy and deep gratitude. And so it is.
Okay, I'm going to share a song by Chris Rosser, and the name of it is The Living in Me. The deep river canyon, looking out from the ledge. A strong wind was blowing, and I was inches from the edge. As the sun started rising, a tear ran down my face, 'cause there was life on that horizon, and I said this simple grace. May this land stretch forever, may these hills be evergreen, may it wash my soul in the waters of a river pure and clean. Lift my spirit to the heavens on a pair of shining wings. May I always remember the living in me. The streets of my city are as dead as any other. There are billboards and discount stores and a blacktop cover. But this river runs deeper than any street I have known. It cuts into my heart like the canyon down below. May this land stretch forever, may these hills be evergreen. Wash my soul in the waters of a river pure and clean. Lift my spirit to the heavens on a pair of shining wings. May I always remember the living in me. I am one small part of this universe, and this body is only made of water and earth. Make my love as wide as the wind and the air. Keep my heart alive with this little prayer. May this land stretch forever, may these hills be evergreen. Wash my soul in the waters of a river pure and clean. Lift my spirit to the heavens on a pair of shining wings. May I always remember the living in me. May I always remember the living in me.
And now it's my pleasure to introduce to you our guest speaker, Rev Nadine Rogers, who joins us online from British Columbia, Canada. Rev Rogers received her first letter of call in 1998. She was ordained in 2006 and received her honorary doctor in divinity in 2020. And I understand she was also a recipient of the Minister Meritorious Award in 2024. Reverend Rogers' passion is to play outside the wall of conformity, raising awareness of the inevitable conclusion that the only way to know our own divinity is by embracing our humanity. Nadine was known as a creative visionary, having a deeply intuitive, compassionate heart, pioneer courage, and exemplary communication and listening skills. And she continues to serve CCSL in the capacity of being an interim minister and a mentor to ministerial students. Let's welcome her. There we go.
Well, good morning, everyone. I am so delighted to be with you today to share what's been on my mind recently, which is my truth found in a new thought? Now, understanding our truth, we know, is a multi-layered subject. So I thought best to begin with the idea that this question came from the descriptor of what we teach, known as new thought. We use the terminology of being a new thought teaching, meaning that we are teaching a new way to think, based upon there being only one mind, one all creative intelligence, whole, complete, and perfect within itself, that creates out of itself. And from this one unified intelligence comes multiplicity, us, known as creation. And that the one mind lives, moves, and has its being or expression as its creation. And that we use that same mind to think with. Ultimately, learning to take 100% responsibility for the realities we experience. We come to know here in this teaching that there is nothing outside of us that has any power except that which we choose to give it. And that the present conditions in our lives caused by former beliefs do not constitute our future or override our freedom to think newly and choose differently. Now, to the first part of that question, which contains our truth. What are we referring to? Distinguishing between the spiritual truth, which is in the realm of the absolute. We know that we are living in a spiritual universe governed by spiritual laws, operating in our experience through the direction of our belief system. Now, we often understand this as the law of cause and effect, which is the mother of all the laws that operate in the universe, which, through a universal creative process, transforms invisible energy into visible form. Now, how we relate that to our life is that our thoughts are being causal to our experience. So is our truth found in a new thought. And new thought must mean a conscious new thought. And a conscious new thought that we can lean into long enough to fully accept, embody, and act from within. In other words, express in alignment with our new thought. That always doesn't happen, right? We have this great new idea and we're all gung-ho and we want to create from it. We invest, we talk to people, and we invest others in our idea. And where does it go? Where does all that inspiration and desire go? Well, here's what we do know. As the absolute truth always filters through our conscious mind, we are distinguishing between our spiritual truth as individualized expressions of the one and the truth of what we are thinking and feeling in every given moment, which, as I just said, can sometimes be incongruent. albeit this experience might bring us fairly close to a personalized experience of our truth, be it spiritual or human. Affirming it can be initiated by a new thought, right? All new experience can be initiated by a new thought. Yes? But wait, are there really new thoughts? If everything already exists in the quantum field of potential, caused by an infinite creative intelligence? Well, not really. Most of thoughts that we consider new to us come as old thoughts in a new form, or at a new time, or from someone else based on past experience or our own imagined future. These types of new thoughts certainly can support us. They can give us hope and inspiration, a sense of calm or joy, and are as useful and as valuable as they are in the moment. But they can often be short-lived because this new thought is not divinely inspired, meaning it may not have roots in our soul essence. So at best, they can bring us short-term relief, but do they in and of themselves serve to reveal a transformative, permanent awareness of who and whose we are? These divinely inspired thoughts, or original thoughts, always exist in us. But they often come out of the blue or rise within us spontaneously when we're not trying to create them. Dr. Ernest Holmes says that we don't actually create anything. It is the spirit within us that does. And ours is to be clear about what we want and claim it, embody it, and act upon it for it to become a part of our human truth. So how can we move from what we generally refer to, a new thought to us, oh, I've got a new thought, I've got an idea, to an original thought? Well, the only way I've found is by going through the no thought zone. Now, some refer to this as the void, others, hell in the hallway. The portal into this no zone thought is commonly understood from increasing our ways of practicing the presence, doing spiritual practices like meditation or visioning. In both these common practices, we are training in being present and letting things come and go. So really what we're doing is training in not knowing. Within not knowing, we can make determinations and take actions. Every moment calls on us to respond, and we do, freely and fully, with confidence. Now, sometimes affirmation is called for, sometimes denial is called for. There are no rules. But whichever it is, we don't settle down there. We don't identify and dig in. We stand in not knowing, ready for the next moment to be different. It is from these practices that we build present moment awareness, which can also be practiced in very unconventional activities that move us away from familiar, that call us face to face intimately with the unexpected, surprise, discomfort, our resistances, our passions, our ecstasies, to help us let go of our all too rigid and serious perspectives on the self. It is here we are encouraged to give over control of ourselves and our life conditions, and begin to enjoy the ease and freedom of trusting our intuition and inner wisdom. Making time to play, to laugh, to dabble in the abstract or the absurd, the illogical, the silliness of life promotes being spontaneous and helps us trust in the what is possible rather than be restricted by what has been or what is. to use our imaginations rather than logical reasoning and analysis, is an opening to the portal of listening for divine inspiration from which to accept original thought. For instance, now we all know stories are powerful. They are ways to connect us and build relationships with others, yes, but they should never define us. We have heard that when we practice rewriting the endings to our life stories we share, especially the ones where wounding has happened and is still felt, we can begin to heal. Now, likewise, when we address what is happening and see the potential for new experience and the new awareness that will come from it, we can continue towards our wholeness, our oneness, and ultimately trust more in a power for good in the universe that conspires for our highest and best always. Now, I'm a lover of Zen Buddhism. And Zen Buddhism teaches that not knowing is most intimate. It teaches that we can know something or not know something, that we ought to study and learn so that we can know more, and especially so that we can know what we don't know and be humble about that. But beyond what we know and don't know is not knowing. That is the most intimate. Being close to our experience, willing to enter completely with empty hands into every moment of encounter, is something we must surrender ourselves to. Now, sometimes we can do this, sometimes we can't. It doesn't matter. What matters is that we keep on trying, and trusting what happens is what needs to happen. I want to share a real humorous commentary on the intimacy of not knowing, and this is delivered by a Zen Buddhist known as Dzang. This not knowing is one that takes the form of a conversation between the parts of the face. Okay, now just picture this with me for a moment. The mouth says to the nose, I do the eating, I do the talking. What could be more important than that? So why are you above me? And the nose says, quoting an old Chinese proverb, among the 5 mountains, the central one occupies the honorable position. So why, the nose goes on, addressing the eyes, are you above me? And the eyes reply, we are like the sun and the moon. We have the power of illumination and reflection. But the question is, eyebrows, why are you above us? The eyebrows don't know anything. They have no powers whatsoever. They can't eat, they can't speak, smell, see, or hear. And yet, they are the highest. The eyebrows reply, we are embarrassed to be above all of you, and we have no idea why. Another master commenting on this commentary said, in the eyes, it's called seeing. In the ears, it's called hearing. But what is it called in the eyebrows? Then, after a very long silence, he said, in sorrow we grieve together. In happiness we rejoice together. Everyone knows the useful function, but no one appreciates the supreme power of the useless. There is a place for the useful function, for knowing, for learning, for skill. Without the eyes, the nose, and the mouth, the world as we know it wouldn't appear. But without the useless function, without not knowing, the world would never be. To practice not knowing is nearer, is to return to the heart of the world moment after moment. The eyebrows are very humble. They don't know anything, and they don't do anything, but they are the highest of all. The no thought zone. These are but a few places we must travel, and steps we must take and plateaus we must experience towards surrendering our need to grasp onto a solid identity as security, to courageously listen for divinely inspired messages. When we understand that the evolution of thought is nonlinear, building upon itself, forever expanding, having the foundation of what has gone before, while being layered with conscious awareness and acceptance of what is, we are more likely to surrender into the mystery of our own becoming. It feels like it cycles with a beginning, a middle, and an end, when in fact we are simply expanding into the oneness of what is. And as we become our own authority, we cease trying to fit in a collective consciousness that is defined by condition and history, and begin to sense that our divine agency is not bound by precedent, desire, self-identity, nor is it bound even by our imagination or our highest vision or what dimensional reality we are experiencing at any given moment. Whoa, now that feels like we have a lot of playing room, doesn't it? So can our truth be found in a new thought? Let's just pause for a breath here. In order to move to a spirit-led and fed life, we must acquire enough faith to surrender to divinely inspired new thoughts and act upon them. Now, I can tell you of the many times I have checked off all the spiritual boxes on my spiritual to-do list, like the self-care list. That's a big one for me. And being clear on my motivation and my intentions, I have acted as if, and still the outcomes fall short of my expectations, or my life takes a seeming uncontrollable turn of events that throws me off course. Now, when those things happened seemingly frequently and repeatedly in my earlier life, I remember concluding to myself, I must be self-sabotaging. I mean, what else could it be if I'd checked off all those boxes? What I hadn't quite learned, that I did in retrospect and through practice, was that having faith meant not being attached to certain outcomes, as my limited perception of what would be for my best, and I'd also forgotten that there's something within me that does know. The God in me as me. And it is through its own nature, which is infinite and good, and the creative medium of life in its own image, is what is constantly expressing through me, no matter my thoughts about it. So that what I may have assessed as self-sabotage might actually be divine wisdom turning me away from something that was not for my highest and best. Well, I finally dropped that specific reference and abandoned the belief that I could possibly ever be working against myself. So if you may feel stuck in any way, remember that globally recognized statement of Dr. Ernest Holmes when he said, change your mind, change your life. So can our truth be found in a new thought? Well, remember that the evolution of consciousness begins with a new thought, and that something always lives beyond new thought. From new thought, through no thought, to original thought we go, ever leaning into the joy, the peace, the abundance, by surrendering ourselves into the mystery of our own becoming, which I like to think is the recognition of our wholeness and completeness as an individualized expression of the one mind, the one life, no matter where we are in our awareness of the self, the world, or this universe. For me, my path has been making space for both my divine truth and human truth, and allowing them to exist simultaneously and express simultaneously, right? And to me, accepting my divine humanity becomes the access upon which I am set free. So please join me in consciousness, knowing that there is only one life, and that is God's life, that life is perfect, and that life is our life now. And as we, excuse me, lift up our ideas about who and whose we truly are, and what is possible in life by means of us, we also open our minds and speak to the activity of God in the lives of all those being affected by Hurricane Helene, and those amidst the breakdown of familial and government systems. We hold the vision for greater health, well-being, and prosperity for all peoples, and trust that in living our highest truth, all are divinely guided to right action with all resources provided. Knowing that each of us is guided, guarded, and directed, protected divinely, we think into the potential of our lives, of all life, and we trust the divine order of an all-loving and all-knowing God of our understanding. And as the song was sung earlier, may I always remember the living in me. It is with gratitude, great gratitude, that I accept, I claim, and I release my word, knowing the law of mind is making it manifest, and all is well. And so it is. Amen.
Reverend, it was a pleasure to hear you. Now it's time for our offered tour. No, Lynn, we have another song. Well, I'm the hostess with not the mostest today.
Okay, we're going to do The Power of Kindness by Mummies. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. We don't know what's coming, but we can help shape what's ahead. With kindness as our currency, the commonwealth is in our hands. Whoa, give a little, oh, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round, there's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness, kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Look up now, people, keep your ears to the ground. We are the river flowing where generosity abounds. Whoa, give a little, oh, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round, there's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love, power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness, kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. The honeybee serves sweetness only to help the world bloom. Bringing love to the flower, from the flower to the fruit, you can learn a thing or two. Whoa, give a little, oh, give a lot, don't stop. A helping hand makes the world go round, there's more than enough. Ooh, I believe in the power of kindness, kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love, the power of love. Ooh, I believe believe in the power of kindness. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of love. Ooh, I believe in the power of love.
So do I. Now it's time for offertory. This is the time in our service to share our gifts and offerings. As you know, we are a tithing community and rely on tithes and gifts from our congregation. But please also know that your simple presence, being here every week, as well as the love, the time, the talent, and treasures that you bring to us, are also gifts to our community and help us to expand in our spiritual awareness. And we are grateful for these donations that you bring us. There are several ways that you can give your financial support to our center. If you're in person, feel free to drop your donation in the basket located on the table to your left. Point it out. If you're online, you can scan the QR code or visit celebrationcenter.org and click on the Give button. You're also welcome to mail your gift in and can find our address at celebrationcenter.org. If you'll help me, or if you'll repeat with me the offertory affirmation, which will appear on the board right now. Divine love, as me, blesses and multiplies all that I am, all that I have, all that I give, and all that I receive. And now, Irina.
And let's all together bless the prayer requests we received and the financial donations. I know that God knows it all, and all the prayer requests already answered in the perfect mind of God the moment they were written or thought about. And I know that practitioners are here to help, to serve the community and to pray with the community, to manifest the prayer requests. As we know, all the prayers are being answered. And let's bless the financial donations, knowing that we are the change of the world we want to see. And I know that the Celebration Center brings those changes that we want to see. It shares the philosophy that we love. It shares community time. It shares knowledge and wisdom and love and lots of joy and laughter and good food. And I know that we are right in the middle of the love circulation because there is no other place for us to be. I just know that the celebration is prospering. And all who give, they receive. They receive in so many ways. And I know that it is so. And in gratitude, I accept it. And so it is.
Okay. An announcement, I think, next week. Join us with Reverend Faith. Oh, gosh, I forgot you again. Let me finish this, and then you can just get us out of here with a big bang. Hallelujah. Anyway, Reverend Faith is going to be here next week to speak to us our personal power. Now the song before I do the closing affirmation. Oh, love is great, isn't it?
All right.
It's always good.
We love you, Ingy.
I keep forgetting.
Don't worry. So we hope you'll sing with us. The lyrics are going to come up on the screen, and we're going to do this song by Linda Webb Kakaba called Everything I Need to Know. Everything I need to know about what lies before me. Everything I need to know about what lies before me is available to me. It's available to me in the mind of God within me. Everything I need to do about what lies before me, everything I need to do about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need to see about what lies before me, everything I need to see about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need for strength about what lies before me, everything I need for strength about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me. Everything I need for peace about what lies before me, everything I need for peace about what lies before me is available to me, is available to me through the mind of God within me, is available to me through the mind of God within me.
You know, I have to do this hosting more often so I can get the sequence of events down. And I won't be hopping around. Anyway, for my closing affirmation, I picked a favorite saying of mine, and it piggybacks on to what Reverend Nadine Rogers said, except I've added a few words to it. There is one life, and that life is God's life. And that life is perfect in every aspect of its being, filled with an abundance of all good things, especially love, forgiveness, compassion, and gentleness. And that perfect life is my life right now. And I am so grateful that this is so, and so it is. Thank you, God. Amen.